Welcome learners and math lovers in the series of videos on Python. In this series we are looking about the Python program for basic metric operation. In the previous two videos we have seen a program for elementary operations. First we saw about how to multiply a row by a scalar, and the second we have seen about how to interchange any two rows. Okay. Now for the third, which is a basic elementary operation, row operation, we will take the ith row and we will multiply the jth row by k and add it to the ith row. Okay, let's see a simple example. This is what we have done in the last video. Again, let us take a matrix A to be matrix A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, and A31, A32, A33. Right? The first depicts the row, which row the element is in, and the second entry represents the column. So this 111 means it's the first column, this 22 means the second column, and this 33 means the third column. This like this 1 means the first row, this 2 means the second row, and this 3 means the third row. Now what we need is you take the third row, right, and to the third row you multiply 10 to the first row and add it to the third row. See, first row. So take the first row, multiply 10 to the first row, and whatever answer you get, you add that answer to the third row. And this is what we have to, or we are going to write now. We are writing a program wherein we will take the ith row and jth row, multiply the jth row by a scalar k, and then add it to the ith row. Okay, so let's go back to our program. Let's write replace say row I by row I plus some scalar k times row j. Okay, so this is our program, a simple code we need to write. We will use the same thing what we have done in the previous two videos. So explanation is already given in the previous video. Right, let us define first. Now what we need is matrix A. We need the row A, row B, and the scalar k. So there are four components here. So define, let us write sum R, the sum of the rows after adding and multiplying. You can write anything over there, right? First we will need a matrix A. We need row. We need which rows you are multiplying or adding, so PQ, and then we need the scalar k. So first we need A, then the rows which we need to interchange and do this calculation, so that is PQ and the scalar k. Let's close this. Okay, so as we know, let us take x to be x for x in row, for row in A. Okay. Let us check the return function. So return be careful about the brackets. So we need 1 and 2. We need x a comma b. So we will take a particular case where your a, the row A is p. Right? If a is equals to p, then you have to add and then simple calculation. Okay, so return x a b plus the scalar k times x q b. Okay, this is changed, this k, and this will be for b. It will range over b, so b in range of length. As I said in the last video, we will take it to be length of x0. See the brackets, 1 2 extra bracket 2. Okay, this is closed. So what we'll do is okay, this is for if a equals p. Okay, let me just stress this: return, return. So what we will do is, first we will put a p q k as the input, and for return, if this matrix will be there, xab plus k times xqb, so the columns will be same, only the row will be different. If a is equals to p, you are adding this, but if a is not equals to p, you will get the same elements of the given matrix. Okay, that's why we need this a b p q. Okay, so if a is equals to p, we will get this input, this as the output. If not, so else it will give us xab, right, for b in again a range of a length of x0. So x0 means it will become a column. How many elements are there in the 0th row? That will be a column. Close the brackets. Put all the brackets properly. This will be okay. This will close, and then we need to go for the what is e. So for a in a range, now we will take a, not x, right? Not x. It should be in the length. So brackets, extra bracket. Okay, it's close. What you have done is, if a is equals to p, this will add up this. It will multiply k to this this matrix, and then it will add it to this matrix. Okay, these elements. And if not, then you will get this xab as the same number. Okay, this when you run this, it will be clear. So let's go and run this first. Let us take matrix A is equals to, let's take 2 by 2 for our simplicity. Let us take 1 comma 0 identity matrix, 0 comma 1. Okay, let us first print matrix A, and second print, okay, let us write the comments. The given matrix is this. Okay, and the second comment will put the matrix after operation is. Okay, here we have written this sum r. So sum r will give the same matrix A. We will take there are only 2 rows, right? So we will take 0 as your first row, so it will multiply the second row by some scalar, say 10, and then it will add it to the first row. Let us execute this first. First we need to save this. Let's save this. Save the node extension file. Starting programs 14. Row plus a row. Fully the program will work. Okay, now see here, the given matrix was 1001 identity matrix. Let's go back to our original thing. This we had the identity matrix here. Let's see our manual calculation first. That will be helpful. So we have this identity matrix 1 0 0 1. In this, what we did is we have taken the second row and multiplied by 10. So it is first row will become first row. Let me write first. First row becomes first row plus 10 times second row. Okay, so in this operation your second row will be as it is, so the second row will be 0 1, and the first row, first you multiply 10 to the second row and add it to the first row. So 10 into 0 is 0, plus 1 will be 1, and 10 into 1 is 10, and add it to 0, so it will be 10 here, right? So if you see, we got 1 10 0 1, 1 10 0 1, so 1 10 0 1, right? So the second row after operation also it will be as it is, only the first row will change, and for the first row what we did is you multiplied the second row by 10 and added to the first row. Let's see